Welcome to Sparrow Vision with your host, Dr. William Sparrow.
Thank you. I am your host, Dr. Sparrow. Welcome to Sparrow Vision Studio. This next story, I heard about it on Patrol Live this Friday night. This is one of the videos that police would share with the audience. Um, this is very disturbing. Please use caution. If your children are in the room, you should be the one to talk to your children about the dangers of online media. This guy is a registered sex offender. He was caught in Florida by a deputy because they couldn't read his license plate. When they got him out of the truck, he went back to try to brush off the dirt. They knew there was something wrong by his actions, his nervousness, just way too nervous for a simple traffic stop. After investigating a little bit more, they found an 11-year-old boy in the truck. They got him out, took him back to the police car. He said that he was kidnapped by the driver, Danielle Harrison, 60 years old, a registered sex offender. It gets worse than that. When they went to put him in custody, another boy was in the truck, 15-year-old, got out of the truck, got into the driver's side, and led police on a high-speed chase. Even ramming one sheriff's vehicle off the road, trying to get away. After the police placed him in custody, they got a little bit more detail. This 15-year-old was talking to this 11-year-old boy, lured him to a campsite, and kidnapped him along with this sex offender. He helped him. Here is a story from. Here's the story. I am so upset the more I hear about this. A 15-year-old boy helped a registered sex offender kidnap this boy. You only hear about this in movies, how kidnap victims will help their kidnapper kidnap other people. This is a true story.
Flagler County Sheriff's Office answering our questions today about a recent kidnapping that led to this chase. On New Year's Eve, deputies found an 11-year-old and 15-year-old in that truck with a registered sex offender. Eyewitness News was the first to tell you on Friday the suspect and a 15-year-old lured an 11-year-old to a campsite and then tortured him, according to deputies, for days. Channel 9's Demi Johnson live at the Flagler County Sheriff's Office with this disturbing story. And Demi, you learned today that detectives are working on a new case now against that 15-year-old.
And Greg, he's already been arrested for taking the sex offender's car and crashing into a deputy's patrol car. But now, because he's not answering any questions, detectives have subpoenaed his social media accounts where they say he was talking to that 11-year-old victim.
Turn around, put your hands behind.
A tip that 60-year-old Darnell Harrison, a registered sex offender, had 2 kids in his truck led to Flagler County deputies finding a missing 11-year-old boy from St. Johns County. Junior Bishop, a 15-year-old, was also with Harrison. Detectives say Bishop and Harrison lured the 11-year-old to a campsite where they strangled him, tied him up, and forced him to use drugs and alcohol for 3 days.
You know, our victim's family waited 2 days to even report their child missing.
Do you have any idea how this 15-year-old ended up with the 60-year-old?
Why did the family wait 2 days to report their kid missing? I don't understand that. There's definitely more to the story, and I know they're going to get out as the weeks go by. But this is so disturbing.
I do not. And I don't know if we'll ever really understand that since he's not talking.
Staley says many kids knew Harrison because he fixed their ATVs. And based on no real concern from Bishop's family, he believes he could have a rough home life.
A rural area, sparsely populated. And
could have a rough home life. Please, I beg the prosecutor, the courts, Do not let this 15-year-old use anything like that to justify helping a sex offender kidnap another 11-year-old boy, torturing him for days. I hope they do not let him use an excuse like that. There's a lot of us who had trouble home life. We didn't turn out like this. This is a choice that he made, not because he was brought up any different than anybody else.
I work on your ATVs. I'm your friend. I can't think of a better opportunity for a pervert to go after kids.
The sheriff's office is working to also charge Bishop for the kidnapping, but because he isn't cooperating, they're waiting for records from his phone and social media accounts.
I hope the state attorney's office will charge this 15-year-old as an adult.
Amen.
In Harriston, the sex offender is being held without bond. His charges include kidnapping, aggravated battery by strangulation. He also has been arrested before. He has an extensive criminal history and has served prison time for similar charges in the past. Live in Flagler County, Demi Johnson, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
It is so disturbing. He was in prison for basically the same thing in the past. Granted, I believe people deserve a second chance. But a person convicted of something like this needs to spend many, many years in prison, going under psychological rehabilitation before even considering letting him back on the street. I hope this time they throw the book at him and he never, ever gets out and has a chance to hurt another child. As far as the 15-year-old goes, I hope he gets the help he deserves and needs. And he realizes somewhere deep in his soul that what he did is wrong and he won't do it again. It is hard to believe that stuff like this actually happens. You only hear about it in the movies, how a kidnapper can psychologically or brainwash, whatever you want to call it, to their victims to help them kidnap somebody else. But this happened, and it was just over New Year's Eve. My hearts go out to the boy, to the family, to even the police officers who have to deal with this. I pray to God that he gives the knowledge to the courts, the judge, the prosecutor, everyone involved, for them to do the right thing and put these two behind bars for a very lengthy time. I would like to know your comments about this. Send me a message. Let me know. Thank you for watching and listening. Until next time.